Well, I was born in Charleston like a lot of my other relatives, ancestors. Moved to Walhalla when I was around 11 and lived in Walhalla the rest of my childhood. Went to Walhalla High School, and then from there I came to Clemson. At that time, Clemson required freshmen and sophomore males to go through ROTC program. So I chose, and you had your choice between the Air Force and the Army, and I chose the Air Force. After staying out of ROTC for my junior year, I decided to get back in to get a commission, just in case I did get, had a possibility of being drafted. I could go in as an officer rather than enlisted. After my 5th year at Clemson, I got my commission and my degree, and went to graduate school in microbiology. I was able to transfer my commission to the Navy Reserves, and I became a naval officer at that time. I'm sitting on a bench it's my best buddy, Al Whitley, paid for here, and he was the one who got me into the Clemson Corps, get me involved here. About the time I came on board Clemson Corps, they decided that it needed to be something more permanent. We had around 460 names that we had determined were people who were qualified to be on the Scroll of Honor because they had been in the service and had been a student at Clemson. There were at least five of us from the class of '68 that have been on the board of the Clemson Corps, and we wanted to have something more bricks and mortar because we know that the Air Force ROTC and Army ROTC departments are going to be moving out of their current locations, or at least the Army will be. We wanted to have something, a classroom or a museum or something that came from the class of '68. Well, that hasn't happened yet, but we discovered that we could create an endowment for ROTC departments that would be in addition to the endowments, the Clemson Corps endowments that we already have in existence. Clemson is family to me. I think Clemson students, the ROTC students, would be able to use this to be able to continue going to Clemson. If they are not able to come up with enough money to finish their senior year, for instance, their commanding officer could take money out of this account and help them continue their education at Clemson. I think everybody who has any connections to Clemson should give back to Clemson. And giving back through your estate is, to me, a no-brainer, because I think a lot of people just don't think about it. They don't think about making a will, for one thing, but they don't include something that's an important part of your life is where you were an alumni.